Thank you, Austin. We're going to head over now to the Weather Center, checking in with Chief Meteorologist Dan Sionka. Dan?
Here's the view earlier from our Domenico's on the Wharf cam, a little bit on the May gray side. We finally had some. It's really been a pretty sunny month here on the Central Coast, but things have been a little different at times here over the last couple of days, and today was no exception. While we did have some sunshine, the clouds really stuck around for most of the day for many coastal areas. And as we head through the overnight hours, expecting mostly cloudy skies, maybe a little bit of fog and drizzle. Fog more likely in the coastal hills, maybe a touch of drizzle. We had a couple places reporting some light stuff this morning. Tomorrow morning will be possible as well. Ultimately, though, temperatures staying mostly in the low 50s. Your sunrise tomorrow, 5:51 a.m. Here's future track showing those clouds filling in around the bay and into those interior valleys as we head into tomorrow morning. Foggy spots, maybe some of the hills around Monterey. Looks like maybe you've been on Highway 17, maybe even Pacheco Pass, possibly by tomorrow morning. But I don't expect a lot of fog right along the bayshore. As we head into the afternoon hours, we'll see some lingering clouds on the south side of the bay. Breezy conditions picking up. Actually, those winds might actually get a little strong on the coast tomorrow, especially on the outer coast from the peninsula down toward Big Sur. And actually, the Weather Service has put out a gale warning for those areas from 3 p.m. tomorrow until 3 a.m. Thursday. Wind gusts up to 40 knots possible. So we'll have a little wind tomorrow, probably windier than we had today across much of the region. As for your temperatures, well, we'll start in Santa Cruz County. We're going to be back in the mid-70s in Santa Cruz, and you will have some sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Not much warmer in the mountains, mid-70s up the 9 corridor, 70s up Highway 17 as well. Maybe a little bit cooler out to Bonnie Doon and on the north coast with 60s. On over to the east shore of the bay, ranging upper 50s to low 60s with some clouds hanging out. Marina, Castroville, but upper 60s in Watsonville. Salinas, mid-60s, 70s, almost 80 in our northern valleys. Over to the peninsula, highs kind of staying in the low 60s again tomorrow, and it really depends on how much sunshine we get. If we get a little more sun, we might sneak in towards 64. If we stay in the clouds all day, we're probably not going to get out of the 50s. So I'm kind of shooting for the middle, assuming we'll get more clouds than sun. Down south, 70s for most of the Salinas Valley. You get to 80 by King City, close to 90 by Bradley tomorrow. Back toward the coast will be a little bit on the cooler side. 7-day forecast for coastal areas showing that temperatures do warm up a bit Thursday and then a lot more on Friday. And keep in mind, Friday's forecast is going to be a little difficult one for the coast. And here's how it's going to work. So it's going to be very hot inland on Friday. We're talking widespread 90s, maybe close to 100 degrees. On the coast, yeah, you're not going to be that hot. With that said, we will be cool probably right along the beaches, but you head a couple blocks inland, especially if you gain some elevation, like up in the hills in Monterey. You go up on the north side of Santa Cruz. We quickly see temperatures rise into the 80s. So it could be like, 60s on the beach, 80s in the hillsides right close by. That's the temperature contrast we're likely to see. So on average, we're going to be in the low 70s on the coast Friday, but even in coastal cities, you might even see some 80s. So it depends on where you live. Beyond that, we cool off a little bit into the weekend, and then out of the weekend, much cooler. We're watching midweek next week, maybe some rain from this trough digging in. It's definitely going to be cooler, probably windier as well. Inland areas, look how hot it gets. We're jumping 20 degrees by Friday, and then we're going to cool off through the weekend with much cooler weather next week. Make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. Again, that heat advisory is for Friday for all interior areas. We'll have more on that as we head through the week. Back to you.